Alright, battle of the overstable putters. In this corner, the Wizard Super Soft. Flight ratings are, nobody knows. The flight ratings are magic. That's what the flight ratings are, magic. This disc is full of magic. The Westside Shield, 3.30 and 1. I would agree with that. I might give it 3.30 and maybe 2, but that's pretty accurate. This is BT Hard. Plastic is hard, as you would expect. It's very tacky. It's got a good grip. It's got a good grip, man. I don't see you slipping off this. There is no bead, or maybe it's a micro bead. I don't know what they call that. I don't think so though. The grip is good. The rim is just about perfect, really, for a putter. Stamp's cool. It's a good disc. The Wizard, this is super soft, and the recipes vary a lot, so this super soft might not be the super soft that's at your store, so check it out, man. But this is pretty hard. It's got a good tack to it, man. You're not going to slip off this thing. This one does have a bead. This does have a bead on it. And the rim is just a little bit deeper because of that. Still comfortable. To me, this is a little bit more comfortable than the other, but I like a bead. So there's that. This disc goes straight. That's what it does. It goes straight. If you put it on a hyzer, it'll hold that. If you put it on an Anheuser, it'll hold it, and it may flex a little bit. But this thing just wants to go straight. I didn't get any long shots, like 300-foot shots, but this thing goes straight. That's what it does. The Shield, on the other hand, goes straight as well, but it's going to tail off a little bit. It's going to tail off faster at the end. It's going to go straight, tail off. The Wizard is going to go straight, boom, settle. So let's get into some shots. And I'll tell you what I think at the end of the video. Alright, BT Hard Shield versus Wizard Super Soft. There's some little art shots I got. If I was having any some camera issues, so if anybody knows how to fix the exposure, please let me know. So they're both pretty good overstable putters. They're both good short and long range. I would say that the Wizard is a little bit more overstable than the Shield is, and you'll be able to see that in a couple of these clips. It's a hot Mississippi day, so there's definitely some sweat pouring. Definitely some sweat. You'll see this basket that I'm using. It's a Franklin that I got off Amazon. It's a complete piece of garbage. I'll show you later. I actually broke it. They both fly pretty flat. If you give them a little hyzer, they'll stay that way for a putt, and if you give them a little Anheuser, they'll flex a little bit. Both pretty good. They're real similar. The Wizard's got a bead, and the Shield, as I said, does not, but the plastic type is about the same to me. And the flights, short range, are pretty similar. A little bit longer putt, that's probably 40 feet, maybe a little bit more. They're trusty to be overstable, though, I'll say that. There's little Anheuser shots. See if they would hold the line, and they do. It's the Wizard. Both pretty close. This was way too close, man. Just grazed it. It was a good shot with the Shield. It was a good shot. Both ended up fairly close, but some forehand hyzer shots. They both flick really well. If I had to pick one to flick, it would definitely be the Wizard. The Wizard, as you see, just gets closer. But they're both smooth. Right? If you get a good snap on, they're going to go. I was shooting a little stool that was a little bit off camera. So these are just forehand approach shots. And the Wizard, boom, straight in there. Wizard, super soft, you gotta love it. So these are a little bit bigger hyzer forehand shots. Can't go crazy, don't want to hit the houses. Boom, boom. Go forehand flicks. There's that stool that I was shooting at out there. The Wizard, I would say forehand goes a little bit straighter because it's a little bit more, I don't know, it just goes a little bit straighter. And the shield's going to tail off a little bit harder at the end. In flight they're pretty similar. Little anhysers. I like the bead though of the Wizard, I have to say. The shield's a great disc, but I like the bead a little bit more. I guess that's why I like a Rock 3. I understand why people would not like it though. I say short range, they fly just about the same. This is just a little bit anhyzer, trying to get them to flex a little bit, so the shield will flex. The Wizard is just, I don't know, it goes straight, man. That's what I can tell you, it goes straight. These are some little bitty hyzer bombs. Shield, boop, hits the basket. The Wizard, boop, not too far behind. I think those are makeable putts. Just some up shots, let go flat to see how they hyzer back out. As I said, the shield's got a good tail on it, and the Wizard, man, the Wizard it just goes straight, dude. It just goes straight. Just a couple more approaches. It's probably, I don't know, 150 feet, 130 feet, something like that. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit less. Alright, there's a Scooby shot. So I flip the disc upside down and skip it up there. It's a pretty cool shot. They both did fairly well with that. A little bit longer range. I don't know what's going on with the camera, man. Somebody knows how to fix that, let me know. Wizard. Both good shots. I'd putt from both those. Here's this Franklin piece of shit. It's literally every hinge on this thing is held together with paracord and duct tape. Every hinge. I changed the plastic to chains, and this thing broke twice while I was filming this. This top piece right here that I'm showing you, this thing broke. It was a metal piece, so I had to paracord that whole thing up. What a piece of garbage. Just spend some money, dude, and get a real basket would be my advice to you. BT Hard Shield, boop, and it was chaining out because the basket was broken. Alright, Shield versus the Wizard. If I was going to putt almost any style of putt, spin putt, push spin, turbo putt, I would go with this. This thing, the nose stays up and it just goes. This is a chain magnet right here. Now, it's very similar to this Wizard. These are very similar discs. This one has a bead, But when you turbo putt this thing, when I turbo putt this thing, it tends to want to take a nosedive. For approach shots, I would use this. For a flick, this to me is infinitely better. Infinitely, maybe a stretch. This is better than the Shield. It flicks easier. It holds a hawser line. They both do, but this one just holds it. Just seems cleaner. And as I said at the beginning, this has a bead, and I like a bead. So, putts, winner, Westside Shield. Approaches, winner, Wizard. Both great discs. They're both in my bag for those very reasons. Alright, I will see y'all next time. Hit me up if you have any questions, and if you do know how to fix the exposure on the camera, please let me know. Alright.